What's up everyone, my name is Dakota Dean and thank you for watching. This is my very first vlog. This has been a long time coming. I've been working so hard to learn Adobe Premiere and video editing and filming so that I can finally bring you guys these videos. And due to the current national emergency, of which I'm sure you are all very aware, I finally find myself with enough time and bandwidth to start editing all this video footage that I've been putting together over the past year. This video is about a project I took on last summer. A very good friend and client of mine asked me to adapt one of her favorite paintings that I've done and put it onto a custom skate deck for her. But before we get started, I want to take a second to ask all of you to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see the rest of the dope videos I've got coming out in the future, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, without further ado, let's take it back to summer of 2019. Walking through the rain, we're heading down to my shop. I don't remember how clean I left you. Oh, this actually isn't too bad. Usually I leave junk all over the place. I must have drank my coffee yesterday. Alright, so the tools I'm going to be using today are Mod Podge. This is going to be my collage glue. I'm going to use a 2-inch wide brush, a little flat razor blade for cutting away the extra paper on the sides, some rubber gloves because glue is gross and weird and I don't want it on my hands, and some fake news, and then a catalyst wedge. These rubber catalyst wedges are super cool. I found mine on Amazon for like $3, but this is a must-have for any kind of collaging. I swear to God, it's a lifesaver. As we're getting into collage, so what I like to do is, first I just like to really coat whatever I'm collaging with this Mod Podge glue. Like, give it a good sticky surface, and then that way when you set things on, it's really easy to just spread it thin and make sure that you have caught every inch of the surface with that glue. And then I want to brush the glue over the top of the paper once again, and then flatten everything with that catalyst wedge. I really try not to be sparing with the Mod Podge because it's really going to make the surface smooth. The more you have on there, the easier it is to get all those wrinkles and imperfections out. Alrighty, so while that's drying, I'm gonna take you guys back here and I'm gonna show you the painting that we're gonna make this skateboard based off of. So it's going to be this guy here, which was the title piece for a recent show that I did called Civil Disobedience. Everybody, this is Grayson Honeydew. This is my home assistant. I'm Grayson Honeydew. I hold paintings. So my friend who hit me up and wanted this deck, her name's Melissa, and I met her last summer doing art fair. She bought another deck for me at that time. It was the girl with the flower. It was this design here, but painted on a skate deck. And when she saw on Instagram that I was having my featured artist show, Civil Disobedience at Park Lane last month, that's when she hit me up and proposed the idea of me making skate decks for her with this design on it. So I told her, of course, absolutely, we can make that happen. Alright, so I've let these dry overnight. I actually made a couple extra ones I didn't show in the video, but I collaged 3 so that I can paint another design on one. I'm going to paint one more of the Revolt skate decks because I need some more of these for art fair season, which is coming up. Also, I'm going to paint an extra one of the Civil Disobedience one just because I've already made the stencil and I think it's cool and I think it's a good idea. So the next step is actually to whitewash them. So I'm gonna take this white spray paint. It's actually a cheaper brand. You get this from Home Depot. This is a Rust-Oleum 2X, and I'm gonna give a good coat on all 3 of the decks. So this is one of those few times where the generic is better than the original. Kind of like how Tiki Punch is way better than, Hawaiian Punch, whatever that crap is, Rust-Oleum. So usually I use Montana Gold spray paint for everything I do. One of the reasons I use Montana is because the color lays really evenly and it's really thick. Rust-Oleum, it comes out very, very fast, it's very drippy, and it's also very thin. It's not supposed to be transparent, but because it's cheap, that's what it does. We're gonna use that to our advantage. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give us a good kind of transparent white finish over the top of our collage. Safety first always. I like my lungs. done, it's drying. I'm gonna let all the paint dry overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and just give it a good, quick coat of varnish, probably, to smooth it out and make sure it doesn't turn yellow. Anyways, yeah. Alrighty guys, so, what is this? My forehead is bleeding. So I'm getting ready to head back. Wait a second. That's what's up. Now you can't see my zits. Anyways, so I'm getting ready to head back down there. Let's get this thing varnished and finished up. I'm super excited. Usually when I varnish my paintings, I use this stuff. It's Montana matte spray varnish. I think I've said this before, I love matte looks. I don't like gloss, I don't like semi-gloss. I like everything to look matte. The one problem with this stuff is the spray dust. Because I paint inside an indoor shop, all the extra spray that doesn't hit the canvas, it dries in the air and settles as dust, which is a huge pain in the butt. Like, honestly, probably a third of my time in this shop is spent cleaning up dust. So I'm gonna try this out this time, see if it gives me the same look that I like. This is a Liquitex matte varnish. It's a brush-on varnish. And if so, I might start using this stuff because I think it'll really help with the dust issues in my shop. I'm stoked. Alrighty, how much do I use? Am I supposed to mix this with water? They never give instructions on paint. Like, it's like, I guess this is Darwinism. Oh, apply at least 2 thin coats. Allow a minimum of 3 hours drying between coats. For best results, apply first coat of gloss varnish. Ew, no gloss varnish, just matte. I think I'm supposed to put this in a cup, but that just seems like extra steps. Whoa, oh, you got a slippage. All right, smear that around a bit. It looks like there's a lot of dust in this. I don't know what that is, but probably should have wiped this down first. That's probably too much. Let's see. Alrighty, so we're gonna let this dry and then come back in a few hours and see if it's ready for another coat. This coat I did is really thick though, so it might need more than 3 hours. We'll see. Alrighty guys, so that first coat of varnish looks freaking awesome. I do think it's gonna need a second coat though. You can still see some brush strokes in it. So I'm gonna throw that second coat on. I'm not going to film it because I feel like that would just be a lot of time spent on this video filming varnishing. So instead, I'm just gonna cut straight to some B-roll shots of the finished deck. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. I am super stoked on how these decks turned out, and I love to hear what you guys think. Let me know by leaving a comment below. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any other ideas for future vlog videos you'd like to see me make, just leave that in the comments below as well. I also threw the other decks up on my online store, which is at artbydakotadeen.com. So if you guys get a minute, check out my website. I've got t-shirts and prints and stickers and skate decks and some other cool stuff on that site. Past that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, guys. This video is made possible by my supporters on Patreon. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please consider supporting me on Patreon. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can make more future videos possible. To become a Patreon, visit patreon.com/artbydakotadeen.